Hello everybody, my name is GrimReaper2458 and welcome back to another video. Today on this mod overview, we're going to be talking about a blaster that I haven't touched in a long time. I don't know how many months it's been since I've shown this off on the channel, but recently I've been working on it and I wanted to show the progress off now before I start doing even more work. Because I just got off of my actual job and I'm going to be working on this until probably midnight. So I wanted to do a quick update video on it, just to kind of get it out of the way right now and to make a video right now, because I have videos filmed and edited. I just need to get the logistics made and do some final edits. So that blaster that I'm talking about is this guy, which, if you remember, it's a Straven with a lot of pits of garbage attached. The best part about this blaster, in my opinion, is that everything here was either from eBay, from my friend Vile, which donated this Ravonix 360 rail and the strong arm slide, which I very much thank him for. Everything was secondhand. And what's even better, in my opinion, is the Panther tank used in here. Well, not Panther, it's the less better one. Was from FoamCon, actually, which was a really cool addition that I managed to get something from FoamCon and put it in here. That's not going to be the last thing from FoamCon that's going to be in this blaster. I'm going to be trying to get my hands on Containment Crew flywheels from that event, because I want this to be my HVZ blaster. So I don't know if I talked about internals for this guy, but plans have definitely been changed. So I originally wanted to put a Thermal Hunter heat-seeking scope in this, but never found the motivation to do that really, and I'd rather have a front air blaster than do any of that. Now, I have all the internals that I have for it in it right now. I do plan on adding the worker full auto kit and doing a battery on this side. Now, this side I did a lot of work on, and I didn't do very much on the other side. This is what the other side looks like. Now, you might notice off the bat that there's this huge hole, but I'm going to fill that eventually. Now, this Raven that I bought was missing its battery door, and I originally wanted to get a 3D printed one or just take one off of another Raven. But I had the idea from Mr. Nathan again, who inspired this build in the first place, I want to say. He made a seamless Straven, and he added this bit from a Firefly Tech magazine, the one that came with the Raven. So it fits it very nicely, it just needs to be cut. As you can see, I need to do some work to it. I bought another magazine on eBay, and I'm going to use this one as my template of failure, and then use the other one as the finalization. I'm going to be using this in another project where I don't plan to use the Raven jam door or the Raven battery door. You can also see that there's a plate put in the tack rail hole, because I wanted this to be very symmetric. That's what the word is. So this side has this beautiful detail, and this side just had a rail sticking out for no reason when there's no rail on this side. So I decided to put a plate on there, because realistically I don't plan on adding any attachments to this at all. So that got sorted out. So far this has just been thrown together with spare parts, as the mag release was from another project that was abandoned and never was finished. It just got some parts changed out. So I have this Foam Blast mag release. I do plan on keeping this one, just making it orange. And the bodywork for now consists of filling in the inside of this, finalizing this, patching this hole, doing some more work around here and sanding a lot of it. And the plan for this build, once I am done with the bodywork, is I'm going to be sending it to my friend Iron Gopher, who makes some really beautiful blasters. Really nicely painted blasters. He's a really talented person. He's helped me out a ton in the past, and I need to buy a modulus off of him eventually, because I have a build idea. Thank you to Jolt King for that integration idea, because he's been doing an integration with the modulus, and I need to do another one with the modulus, because I just love the modulus. Enough about that. So this is going to be sent all the way to Iron Gopher to paint, and I'm going to let him have a creative ability on this. I'm not going to give him any kind of palette to work with. All I said was it needs to be HVZ safe, and just nothing really like too dark. He does really nice beat up work, and I really want this to be a beat up blaster. And that comes with this hole. And in my opinion, it'd be cool to have the hole as a bullet hole or some kind of accent piece to the cracking or the, kind of dirtiness that this blaster is eventually going to have. But then there's the also side of me where the rest of the body is perfect except for this hole that you can just see straight through the blaster. And I would have to either create more holes or do some other creative liberties. So I'm going to see if I can find a blaster that I can attach here that's flat enough, that has some really nice details. I'll have to dig through my junk box and see what I got. Now, it is base coated. It has filler primer, on both sides, and I left the battery door on this to kind of get an idea of what it would look like, and it looks very nice. I like the look of these, and I need to sand off this, as I think that this Firefly logo looks like the name or the brand that would make this space gun. At least that's my idea. Now, to put in the future, I have this bag here. I was looking through my junk box, and I found an AirTech 3000 that my friend Arby's gave me. And I took the trigger guard off, and I'm going to be putting it like that on the blaster. And I'm going to hook up some manner of triggers onto the air blaster in here and make it so when you pump this up, you just pull the trigger in here and it'll fire one dart. Excuse me, I'm burpy. I do plan to take out this putty that's covering up these gills because the gills are fine in my opinion and they don't need to be covered up. Don't really know why I did that. So yeah, that is the update on this guy. I need to do some more work tonight. I do need to buy some more epoxy putty. I'm going to probably do that on Sunday or Saturday, which is tomorrow for me. Actually, in a couple hours, it's going to be tomorrow. So I'm going to hopefully get the holes and everything else sorted out and get this thing finalized for HVZ, because I do plan on running this in NWAR coming up in 2023. So I have the entire winter to hibernate and work on this, and Gopher has almost all the time in the world to work on this. The internals are going to be a full auto strife, I think I mentioned that. As for the cage, I'm going to be doing a 43.5 OFP or Daybreak 3D printed one from Out of Darts cage with the End War exclusive Cyclone wheels and Michel 2 motors, and the pusher motor to be a Michel 2 motor as well. And the battery is either going to be internally stored or it's going to be housed in this. I was thinking of an extended battery door, as the Strife's battery door is being covered and not being used in this integration. The Nitron scope is going to have a voltage converter, so the voltage from the LiPo, whatever LiPo I choose, will be dumbed down to 2 AA's just for this. It'll have the rest of the 7.4 volts going to the rest of it. I do have plans on LED work, but we're going to see about that. I do want to do something with these really pretty gills in the blaster, so to speak, and I do plan on covering up the ugly ass rider slides for the Longshot front guns pump grip. I would put the original Longshot front guns pump on there, but it looks really ugly and there's really not much I can do with it. So that is the update for Brittle Star, which is going to be its brand new name instead of the name that I had previously, because it's too close to Hellbender, which is my personal Longshot, and I don't want the builds to be confused and whatnot. I already have the voltmeter ordered because I need to carve out a hole on this side down here for the voltmeter. I was thinking of putting it in here, but I think it would just be too complicated, and right up here would be nice. As I am right-handed, I can just lean the blaster over and check it on that. So that is the update on Brittle Star. If you have any comments, suggestions, concerns, put that in the comment section below. If you like what I do, consider subscribing to the channel. We are so close to 400, and it's really scaring me, but I'm really happy of how far we've come, especially in a year. That's really impressive. So I will see you guys later, and you guys have a great rest of your day.